Okay, so this is the this is my Blu-ray copy of Coraline, and this is the original 2009 print that was released by Universal Studios Home Entertainment back in July 2009. Shout Factory though has since reissued it on Blu-ray back in August 2021, but obviously I remember picking up this was a used copy. Like, this was a used copy from Amazon.com, and I was very surprised it was in good condition. I got this last year in July of 2023. And yeah, this the cover art on this is really, really cool. Like, really cool. Yeah. So, yep, this is the plain case itself. So some of you are probably thinking, have I bought this movie on DVD before? Yes, I've bought this movie on DVD before. So, yeah, this DVD, this 3-film Leica collection DVD that I got back in 2016, almost like around my 12th birthday. This DVD, of course, not includes just Coraline, but also includes Paranorman and the Box Trolls. So yeah, this is the Coraline disc. Yep, I first got this. Yeah, this is a 3 DVD collection pack. So yeah, I got this DVD in 2016. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's when I first watched this movie, and here's something I'm going to say. This movie is a masterpiece. This movie's a masterpiece. Like, this is because, ever since I first watched this movie 8 years ago, it's been one of my all-time favorite movies. It's been one of my all-time favorite movies because it's just so good. Definitely one of the best animated movies ever made, in my opinion, and definitely one of my most favorite stop-motion animated movies that I've ever seen. Yeah, especially particularly for Henry Selick, because he directed The Nightmare Before Christmas and James and the Giant Peach, which I've watched those before, and those are really good. But this one, though, I think I can absolutely agree, is definitely his best movie. Definitely the best movie he's directed. Yeah, and I really don't know how many times I've watched this movie. I've watched this movie I've watched this movie thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Like, thousands of times. Yeah. Because then, yes, I remember, yeah. And you know why? Because if you don't know who the Theorizer is, it's like a YouTube channel that posts like a bunch of fan theories on various media and stuff. At one time in late 2015, 2016, he was uploading a bunch of Coraline theory videos, which got his channel really, really popular, and ironically actually caused the movie's popularity to skyrocket at that time. Yeah, I remember watching all the theory videos. Yeah, I did. And those were all awesome. And it just it just made watching the movie even more kind of even more and more awesome experience. And yeah, this movie is like yeah, this movie is creepy. Like this movie gets really creepy. Definitely, especially the button eyes. Yeah, like the so yeah, definitely like this movie like this is based off of a book by Neil Gaiman that was first published in 2002. And this movie is it's about 11-year-old girl who moves into an apartment like moves into the Pink Palace apartments with her family, and yeah, and but however her parents are like really workaholic, like are very workaholic. They're busy like working on their gardening catalog, that they're that they pay very little attention to Coraline. Coraline's just so like just super duper bored in her new home. Even even the neighbors that she even meets around there, like Wybie, Mr. Bobensky, and yeah, like just her just her new neighbors in general, like just yeah, even her new neighbors are just not enough for Coraline because they call her like Caroline. Yeah. But however, one day while when she is exploring her new home, she finds this small door. Like she finds this small door in like the in her living room hidden behind like a huge box. And that one night, and yep, one night she is like basically she's like awakened by these small mice that like lead her to this door, and it like this and yep, she opens this door and like leads to like a portal to a parallel universe which basically looks almost much like the real world, much like her mundane world, but everything's so like everything's better, everything's colorful. Yeah, like yep, and all the inhabitants of the other world, like her other mother and her other father, seem to be all caring, seem to pay a lot more attention to her. Even the other neighbors seem to pay more attention to her too, and things like. But however, they have buttons for eyes. They have buttons for eyes, and just basically she continues to like visit the other world like a couple of times, and then like she's just delighted by all the fun things in there, like they're like the that beautiful other garden, an amazing circus, an amazing theater performance downstairs and stuff. Like but however though, here is where things get really, really creepy. Turns out this other world is actually a trap. Yeah, it quickly turns dangerous, and just the whole then the other world just starts just like literally deteriorating. The other mother just starts showing her true colors, basically, and she basically wants to devour her soul, like, basically eat up her soul, and, like, and basically sew buttons onto her eyes if she wanted to stay in this world. And yeah, I mean, and then of course, like, she like gets like, and then later on, like, she discovers that her parents, her real parents, have been kidnapped, and so basically she has to rely on her resourcefulness and bravery to get back home, save her parents, and defeat the other mother for once and for all. And basically the other world, like, especially when they're like later on, it just gets really, really creepy, like, really creepy. Like, everything just starts like deforming and becoming lifeless. Yeah, this movie is a masterpiece. I mean, this is definitely one of the most scariest children's horror movies probably ever made. And man, this movie definitely kind of pushed the boundaries, especially for a movie rated PG. But yeah, even 15 years later, after this movie's release in like February 2009, this movie is still loved, still beloved by a lot of animation, by a lot of people. It's definitely yet another perfect movie to watch on Halloween. And I like watching this movie a lot. It's like, it's basically my comfort movie. But yeah, I've been watching this movie for like 8 years now. But however, though, my brother, though, for Easter, my brother got me the Coraline Steelbook, though. I'm gonna show you that, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna like show you. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Steelbook that my brother got me for Easter. Yeah, this was the exclusive 4K Blu-ray Steelbook that was released in December 2022. The cover art of this is just amazing. Yep. It's just so amazing that I basically have it displayed on my shelf as decoration. So yeah, here's some goodies here. So we got this small kind of booklet here. It's kind of like, yeah. So here's the booklet here. So here's a prediction. 100 years from now, if audiences still have eyeballs as opposed to shiny black buttons or ocular implants, whatever the future may bring, Coraline will hold up better than any of the other anime movies released in the first decade, 21st century. Kind of a behind the scenes thing that talks about the movie stuff. So I'm not gonna read all of this though. I can just show you. Yeah, it's really, really fascinating stuff. The production of this movie is so fascinating. Like, it took a lot of people and a lot of dedication for the animators and Leica to like animate this movie. And yeah. So yeah, by the way, yeah, and this thing's pretty cool too. So yeah. So yeah, this movie is a masterpiece, and if you have not watched Coraline yet, I really strongly suggest that you check out this movie. This movie is definitely worth your time. And like I mean, this was Leica's first feature film, and this is a movie that put them on the map. They are a great stop motion animation studio. They're one of my favorite animation studios. They're definitely underrated. This movie is just awesome. Stop motion animation is just so incredible. Voice acting is great. The characters are good. Like everything about this movie is just great. And honestly, you should check out this movie for yourself. I mean, yeah, and well, it was great to talk about this movie with all of you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video though, and I will see you in another one. Bye bye.